Greetings, Wine Club members, and welcome to the October edition of our Organic Wine Club selection. Okay, this month will be exclusively French, and I'll show you on the map where will the wines come from. Okay, I hope you recognize the French characteristic hexagon shape, and here the Atlantic Ocean. We'll have a wine from Bordeaux in this area here. We'll have a wine from Alsace all the way on the east, close to Germany, in this region of Alsace, and a couple of wines from Languedoc, the southern part, close to the Mediterranean Sea here. Okay, one from the Giannini, and the other one, the Ventoux, in this area of the South Rhône. Okay, so what do we have? We have the Chateau Perronin that some of you probably know. It's a Bordeaux wine, very classic, with a 50% Cabernet Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc and Merlot. And from time to time they make a special cuvée called Capucine, and the last one we had was 2003, and now we just received the 2006. It's very nice. It's really so well rounded. This cuvée spends more time, probably close to a year, in oak barrels, and the wood, when it's really well used, gives a depth and a complexity to the wine, and also sorts of rounds it up in a way that's very, very pleasant to the palate. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's a kind of a rare wine, and you may want to stock up on it, because it will stay, it will improve actually with age. It's really fairly young for wine like that, and you can probably keep it 3, 4, 5 years without any problem. So if you want to start a cellar, that might be a good one to consider. Then we have as a second red wine, we have a Côte du Ventoux, and Côte du Ventoux is one of the small appellations that are next to the Côte du Rhône, which is this long river going south to the Mediterranean Sea. And Ventoux is very well known for, by the people who follow the race, the famous Tour de France that your champion has won several times. And Ventoux is a very steep, a very windy little mountain, in very dry, but the foot of the mountain, the ecosystem is really wonderful. It has thousands of different flowers, and it's interesting because this wine that we offer you is very reflective of that area. It has so many flowery and a sense of complexity, even though it's a fairly simple wine. It's something that you can really appreciate. You see that you don't need to have a $100 bottle of wine to find something of a real nice quality. This is the 2007 vintage, and quite this kind of wine can last 3-4 years, and it's really the time to drink it. It's light, can be drunk a little bit cold if you like, if you still have a hot weather where you live, and it can be really going with many different dishes. Then as a white, we have one of the biodynamic wines from Meyer Eugene Meyer winery in Alsace, and Alsace is one of these very well taken care of region. When you you drive through the region, you can see that every little piece of land has been calmed, has been really tended to so beautifully. It's remarkable. It's just like a huge garden, you know. And the people there are really attentive to the details, and their wines are very probably reflective, because they're each of them is really a piece of art. It's very precise, very clean, very nice. I mean, it has a lot of character, and they tend to have a wide variety of white wines, particularly the Pinot Gris, Pinot Noir, Pinot White, Pinot Blanc, and that's the one we offer you this month. Also the famous Gewürztraminer, which is a much sweeter wine, and the Riesling, that is also a very classic wine. But the Pinot Blanc is probably easier to match with many different style of food, and it's a 2007 that we came up with, and again, this is biodynamic wine, so you'll get really the gist, the whole power of this grape varietal. It is quite interesting to perceive that the difference in the character and in the subtlety that you can find in these biodynamic wines. You may know, I mean, if you don't know much about it, please go to the website. There is a very nice page that I've put there from Hilary Wright's book on organic wines, and I recommend you get this book, or at least read the page on biodynamic. It's very well documented, very well written, and it's not so often that we find somebody who really spent all the time needed to come up with a very well put together paper on these wines. For the extra red wine, for the people who just want red wines, I came up with an older vintage, and this is something that we have almost no cases left. So be happy to get some of them, because it's really nice. It has evolved beautifully. It's a 2004 Merlot from Mas de Giannini, and they produce a Syrah, a Cabernet, and some blends of these wines. And this Merlot has become a real beautiful wine, and that's when you can appreciate that it really takes time. And what the funny thing is that if you open the bottle, you have a nice impression. But recently, a client told me that how surprised she had been by tasting the same wine, the same bottle, the next day or 2 days later, and realizing how well the wine had opened up. And the expansion and the quality that she could perceive. So that's a very interesting experience to make if you ever want to do it. That's probably a good wine to try that. So that will be it for this month, and I hope you enjoyed all these. Please send me your feedback, call me or send me a little note just to tell me if you agree or disagree with my presentation, if you want something more. Any feedback is always good. I'd like to know if I'm doing what you are expecting from me. Okay, in the meantime, enjoy the wines, and until next time, bye bye.